Running a dispensary is so difficult. And I'm really looking forward to our conversation because you have done such an amazing job at Greenery Spot on not only leveraging online to build brand awareness, but you guys have a really holistic view of creating a presence in the community.
Absolutely.
Where did you start?
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? So we are very lucky, and I mean absurdly fortunate that we serve such a great community. I'm originally actually not from the upstate New York area. I'm originally from DC uh, slash Maryland. And I come from a small town in Maryland, Ellicott City. And when I first moved here, and literally before our doors even opened on Main Street, historic Johnson City, I was like, this is just like historic Ellicott City. So it already felt like home for me, even though I wasn't familiar with the area yet. And within the 2 years that I've been here, you would think that I have been a neighbor forever. Everyone is your neighbor. Like you can walk down the street, they're gonna wave and they'll wave back, and your friend will be like, "Do you know that person?" No, but they're just friendly. Like it's a very friendly community. So having that as a base was a great start to our success. Having connections with different people in the businesses around us, having connections with our employees, bringing in their friends and families to come shop with us. So we got really lucky, truly, just to be a part of a community that's already so close knit, and then finding opportunities to engage with them in their regular environment. So we do our best at making sure that we are constantly aware of what's going on in our community events. We have a great relationship with our chamber. We have a great communication with our Johnson City organizers here. So whenever there's something popping up, we always find a way to get involved. Everything, volunteer down to the Christmas parade. We're in.
So
Connect.
I know we spoke about earlier about how important it is to build a partnership network with other businesses in the area. What was your strategy on creating a, I always think about it as I'm a customer at the Greenery Spot, and I'm
Mhm.
also a customer at the local cafe or the local yoga shop. How did you blend in these experiences together?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So we have started partnerships with them to do certain sort of events and promotions for our store. And also just having our marketing materials there. Perfect example, when 8-Bit Bite, which is a delicious burger spot right around the corner from us, opened, of course, if people come to our store, they're going to consume our products, maybe get a little bit of the munchies, want to go get a burger next door. So when they first opened, we made sure to have all of our marketing materials there for them. If for any reason someone shops there and they were referred by someone there, they could come in and be able to get a special offer to like I guess not I can't really say deal because we all know deals are not a thing in the cannabis industry. That's always a struggle. But we're able to provide special offerings for their account. So we try our best to be articulate of who we are at our neighboring businesses just by leaving marketing materials. But one of the coolest things that we did, Soul City Coffee, absolutely love them. I always tease, like some people say they're powered by Dunkin'. We're powered by Soul City Coffee. And they were one of the first companies that truly reached out to us in the neighborhood to do collaborations with us. And one of their teammates is a yogi. So we did our very first yoga retreat with Soul City and a part of their community. So we were able to market through them, have all our flyers there. Any customer that they had come in, they say, "Hey, like our neighbors and I next door are doing this super fun community event. It's yoga. You get to learn about cannabis wellness and how it can enhance your wellness routine." It's a little bit of everything. So when people see cannabis tied with normal community things, it makes them want to engage with us a little bit more. I think when we market ourselves just as cannabis, it's just not enough. It's cool for cannabis. Cannabis is always cool, but showing that we're normal people helps a lot. So they're like, "Oh, if the place I get coffee from every day likes the people next door at the dispensary, like, okay, then I'll go check it out." Or even right across the street from us as well, we have other restaurants where um, people will come in that are from out of town. They're just stopping for a bite to eat, and they're like, "Where's your nearest liquor store? Where's your nearest dispensary?" We are their go-to recommendation. Even right next door to us, we have a hair salon. The girls come out, they take cute pictures of their hair near like our store. We have like a cute mural, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's behind this mural? What's this business?" And they're like, "It's the Greenery Spot." So they're like, "Oh, like let me check that out." So just always reminding people that we exist and giving that message to the businesses around us. Really, we were on foot week one, introducing ourselves to every single business on the street. And even when there's a new business like Enzo's, we love Enzo's Pizzeria. Those are our people. Also fueled by Enzo's, other than Soul City. They keep us fed. But we were one of the first people to come meet them and say, hey, if there's any way that we can collaborate and do things together, please let us know. And right away, they're like, please leave your business cards. Leave your business cards with us. We'll leave some of our stuff with you guys, a recommendation for a recommendation. We're in the referral business on Main Street in Johnson City.
Yeah. You made actually a really good point. How do we normalize the consumption of cannabis? And you're tagging in that with pretty much everyday life. People
Or
go to
Taylor?
eat, people grab coffee, people do yoga. So you're not only doing that, but yoga is a health and wellness. It's in the health and wellness bucket.
It is.
And I talk about this all the time. I feel as though that everybody is going after the same market. So that's the red ocean strategy, right? We all know recreational, we all know medical cannabis. Everybody plays in that arena, and that's about a $40 billion market cap. But
It is.
the wellness industry is 70 billion. And I feel as though normal people are interested in their health more than they are interested in getting high and playing video games.
Exactly. I'm actually really happy you said that because people always think cannabis, like, oh, I don't want to be stoned. I don't want to get anything done. So, in addition to being a presence to destigmatize cannabis, it's like this scary plant. I always tease it's not the plant from Little Shop of Horrors. It's not going to try to eat you. It's not like that. It's a happy, healthy plant. It's here to make your life better. But with cannabis, there's so much more knowledge that people aren't aware to. So thank goodness that we have lovely vendors that always keep us educated. They come in on a regular basis, and that's one of the key factors that we're connecting with our community. Some people are like, you know what, there's so many brands, I don't know where to begin. And we're like, you know what? We got you. So every single Monday, we do staff picks. It highlights our new products. It highlights what products that go with the theme. Like Mother's Day was a big one. Like instead of buying mom a bouquet of flowers, get her the flowers she really wants. Things like that. So we always find ways to show people like, look, like we can be a part of your holiday. We can be a part of your barbecue. There's so much more to me. They have cannabinoid profiles. There's terpenes that are special for each person. So when our vendors come in, our community gets to have that one-on-one interaction behind the brand. Where instead of it just seems like some cool brand on the internet where they saw like a nice ad on social media, like this is them meeting the face behind the brand, the people that are bringing the
Hmm.
passion and the education to our community. So our customers always love the vendor visits. We do them predominantly towards the end of the week and over the weekend when people had a little bit more of that free time. But whenever we say there's a vendor visit, people pop up. They want to learn about the products. They have a relationship with the brand, which feels more intimate. I feel like people like to buy from who they know. So what better way than have the
Hmm.
brands come in? And then same with us. They like to buy from us because they know us. They trust us. They know that we're gonna point them in the right direction. We have such unique relationships with our customers. Like sometimes people have a customer and they just know them by name. We know their favorite color. We know their favorite terpenes. We know their favorite brand. We know their brothers and sisters' names down to the high school they went to. We have such a close relationship with our customers. It's more like a friendship where they're just buying stuff from us.
You've
But I enjoy
built an interesting in when markets saturate, and we think about this all the time. And why should a customer come to your store? Why? Ultimately, at the end of the day, stores house pretty much the same product, right? So what is that
Mhm.
experience that they're getting that they choose you over another dispensary? And you've really built a community, it seems like, of people that know each other, that want to be with each other. And outside of cannabis, I'm sure you guys talk about so many other things.
Oh my gosh, so many. We have such a diverse group of people. I always tease that when I go to these rooms where there's people that are a little bit more, oh, I don't do cannabis. I'm like, I promise we're not just a group of lazy stoners. We're professionals. We're professional potheads. I always joke, professional potheads. So once I see that, it kind of loosens them up, and they're like, "Oh wait, like she has a sense of humor. Like she seems like a normal person." It's like we always try to show that we're normal people. We have people that work with us that are parents. We have people that work for us that are completely different professions from cannabis, but they have those transferable skills that we're able to apply to our business and make it a success. One of our guys used to be,
Was there a stigma? Was there a stigma? Was there a stigma when you guys first started
oh my God,
of
yes,
non?
even now.
There's two groups of people, right?
Even now, it's very 50-50. So I participate in a lot
Mm.
of our events where I'm very public facing. We'll pop up at an event, we'll have a table, we'll have a cannabis education book, cute little merch for people to have. And some people will walk by the table like, oh, that's weed, and they just keep it moving. And then some people walk by the table and they're like, you guys shouldn't be here. Like this is a drug. Like this shouldn't be marketed. And it's like, well, sweetheart, this is a plant and it's legal in New York State. And we are very much allowed to provide education to people. And it seems like you may not have the education on cannabis. Like, please ask me any questions you have. And then you're like, oh, okay, like she's being helpful. And then they start asking their questions. But there's always like some resistance with a certain group of customers. But for the most part, people are, I think it's very cool. A good bulk of our customers, I want to say at least over 60% of our customers are over the age of 65. So this is a generation that's been patiently and excitedly waiting for cannabis to be legal. Because during their generation,
Wow.
it was the devil's lettuce, the bad stuff. If you get caught with it, you go to jail. So like nobody
Yeah.
wanted to smoke weed then. But now that they've kind of been awarded the patience of legalization, they're excited. So there's some people that they just are afraid to try cannabis because it's always been labeled as the bad thing. But now that it's not the bad thing and it's legal and there's stores that are selling it and there's hundreds, not even more than hundreds now, there's like at least 500 plus brands on the market at this point. It's I feel like it's getting better. We definitely have some hiccups here and there with some folks. I would say the biggest challenge for us is venues. Um, we always tried our best to find venues that are going to be cannabis friendly, not necessarily for consumption, but just the fact that they know that when we're there, we are the Greenery Spot, we are a cannabis brand, so we are going to be doing
Mhm.
cannabis education. I always know it's education forward, not consumption forward. We are in New York State. If people want to go outside and smoke in an area, you can smoke a cigarette, you can smoke weed there as well. So that's really up to the venue. But a lot of venues are kind of still afraid to make that jump and go full cannabis.
When you talk about venues, do you mean community events?
Yes. So community events, we have kind of found our loophole where it's better to partner and collaborate than it is to go on your own. Just because in cannabis, like I said, there still is that stigma. There are some brands that are like, we don't even want weed associated with being at our venue. We don't even want you guys to post about it. We don't want you to share it. And it's like, what? So we try to find those venues that are open to cannabis, that are open to spreading awareness and knowledge. And it's still a challenge, but I think people are becoming more open, especially our farmers. Our farmers are awesome because they're like, hey, you guys are also in agriculture too. You guys grow a plant. You guys sell a plant. You're no different than us. So we had so much more luck within our agriculture community. They definitely recognize us as everyday normal people because they're farmers too.
When you started with the Greenery Spot, what were the opportunities that you saw from a marketing perspective that you thought, hey, we should do this and it would greatly improve our brand presence?
Oh my goodness. So many things. So first and foremost, I knew that we were going to have good marketing through word of mouth. So we made an assignment for our bud tenders. Like you guys are all local, you all live within 30 miles or less. Find 10 people, bring them here. So that was the opportunity right away, word of mouth. And then my second thing that I always ask people is, what is your digital presence? Because if you don't have one, people almost treat you like you're not real. Like they want to be able to go www.greeneryspot.com. Are these real people? Oh, it's a real business. They have a real website. Oh, look, there's their license. Like it, I needed that level of legitimacy for our business. And then that also led to our social
Mm.
media, showing people that we are a real business, showing them footage of our store, showing them funny interactions with our team, which we still post about and people really enjoy. So that's like one of the things that set us apart. Like people say it's customer service, but it's also our team. I hate to sound so cocky, but I think we have one of the best teams in New York State. The diversity in the personalities, the diversity in culture, the diversity in professional background before we got here, like everyone brings such a unique skill set to our team. So I love to market our team as much as possible. So that there's the opportunity there. Marketing our team, marketing us on social media in that way. So we have that digital footprint, having our team bring in their friends and family. So their friends and family can tell their friends and family, and then it just keeps multiplying. And then last but certainly not least, developing partnerships within our media community here. We have a news channel here, we have a radio station, we have recorded radio commercials, we have done interviews to show the progress of our store. I am always so grateful for our local news for always including us. It is so appreciated. But just having those immediate interactions. We also had a connection with our Chamber of Commerce right away, almost right before we opened. And coming from an economic development background, I was so stoked that they were on our side in Team Greenery Spot. They were at our ribbon cutting, they were on their day one of opening. So having the relationship with people in your community that can help you, that can be a resource to you, that can send people your way, that was like a big deal for me. So we checked out the boxes: digital footprint, making sure you know your network and your good resources, and then word of mouth. That was those are the top three things for me. It was
Wow.
very
I never really thought of local media. How
yeah.
did you guys approach? Was that just approaching them and telling them your story?
So truly luck, because so many people are just surprised and excited that weed is just legal in New York State. So when it first became legalized, so many news channels were picking it up. Like, what are these dispensaries going to look like? What type of people are going to like? People had just had this. We had the demand of curiosity on our side, I should say. The demand of curiosity and people just wanting to know like what's behind the doors of an upstate New York dispensary. Is it going to be like Colorado, where it's like funky and edgy and cool? Is it going to be like a medical dispensary where it feels like you're going to a doctor's office? So it was the curiosity that led people to us, and we were very fortunate for that. And the curiosity led them to us, but then getting to know our team kept them interested in seeing where we were going to go. And they've come every single time there's an opportunity. They come for 420. They came for our first year anniversary. And also we had our radio company, Equinox Broadcasting, absolutely love them. They came in for our live stream of our 2-year anniversary, which was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And people were coming
Oh,
in like, oh,
wow.
it's like, oh my God, we heard you on the radio. And we heard that you guys are doing customer appreciation. Like, we are. Come in. Come get your things. We even got a little munchie table for when you leave. They're like, really? Like, just little things like that help where they're like, oh, I heard you on the radio. Or, oh, I saw a really cool social media post that you guys had X, Y, and Z. Just things to get people excited. We want to keep people excited because this is a cool opportunity to have legalized cannabis. I never thought of it in my lifetime. Even my mom and dad probably would have never thought of it in their life. But it's here. So we really got lucky that people were excited and curious. And that gave us the ability to show them who we are and what we can offer.
How did you guys keep the buzz going? How did you keep the relationship with the media companies ongoing and create enough of a story for them to come back?
Always keeping them up to date on how we are doing as a company. The number one thing that I was super excited about as we're still celebrating our 2-year anniversary, we have doubled in size for our team and our menu has doubled. So us always keeping in contact with our brands, keeping new products on our shelves keeps us relevant. Also keeping those anchor products that we know people are always going to crave, like $20 Ace, edibles that are going to be effective. Having a spectrum of different potencies helps. So keeping variety has kept us interesting. We always have marketed that we had one of the largest product menus in New York State. We're very proud of that. And then also making sure that like I said, keeping those brands that are consistent and also keeping relationships with our local brands. Our local brands have such a special spot in my heart. One of the brands of which is Nana Coke. They are a family-owned business here. Everyone in Broome County knows who Nana Coke is. Before they had a hemp license that led to their cannabis license, which led to their processing license, they were just a regular everyday farm, growing your tomatoes, growing roses for your grandma's garden. That's what they were doing. So having that relationship with them and marketing like, hey, we don't just have this big New York City brand. We have local brands that are here. So hearing local stories entices the news. That entices them so much. They love to hear, how someone from their hometown is a part of a big brand in a big industry. So keeping them up to date on things like that.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Did
Yeah.
you start partnerships with local businesses on day one?
Honestly, it it really happened organically. Like we were very much like almost overwhelmed. We didn't even have a marketing person when we started. I started as a bud tender and freelanced marketing on the side. I had my own business doing marketing before I moved here. So we had no idea that we were going to get flooded so quickly. So my role emerged quite within 2 weeks of being open. We were like, oh, like people are really interested in working with us. And how lucky we were for that. On top of that, our CEO, I always tease, he's like the mayor of Johnson City. He knows everyone. So when people found out that it was our CEO being the owner of Greenery Spot, they're like, oh, Chris Myers? I've known Chris Myers since I played baseball with him. I've known Chris Myers since X, Y, and Z. Like, I know the Myers family. So like they wanted to help right away just by liking people on our team. I said we really got lucky with our team. We got super lucky. Every single one of them has a whole bleacher of cheerleaders on their team. And that helps support our Greenery Spot team. We really got lucky. I hate to say that it's just luck, but it's luck. We really got lucky finding these connections and just having the demand of curiosity and being able to uphold that and
I
continually have updates to keep people interested.
I love the collabs. The
Yeah.
collabs, it can be endless, right? Yoga and smoking. That's so clever.
Yeah.
Everybody that does yoga should really, really enhance that experience just a little bit with some green.
Another fun collaboration, because I feel like a lot of people don't know this. This is my nerdy little fun fact for today. A lot of people don't know that hops that makes delicious beer is a cousin to cannabis. So we have done partnerships with local breweries as well, and also events that are beer driven. Most popular in our hometown in Broome County, that is going to be Cans and Clams. Cans and Clams is an event that's been going on since before any of the cannabis companies existed, since before a lot of even local regular restaurants have Cans and Clams is a big deal here. They hopped around a few venues, but is back at one of its home venues that is going to be Airport Inn. We are there every Friday. We do not sell things there. As I mentioned, we are not sales forward. We are very education forward in our networking opportunities. So every Friday, you'll see me there. I have our table. I have merch to hand out to people. Anyone can ask me any question they have. When we're there, we like to act as your Mary Jane matchmaker. So that way, when you go into our dispensary, it's not overwhelming. You already have some notes. Like I talked to Krista and I told her I have a hard time sleeping. And she told me about CBN. Can you point me to your CBN products? And that's what we are. We're at the event to be the introduction to having an easier customer service experience once you come in. Because I know it's what even when we first opened, I was like, oh my God, these are a lot of products. Like this is going to overwhelm people. We got to be on our A game. We share notes. That was one of the biggest things we did. Like there's no way we could try all products by ourselves. So it was kind of like you take this category, you take that category, and we all exchange notes. I love vapes. Vapes is my bread and butter. My husband and I actually have been in cannabis processing for over 8 years. That's what we know. So they come to me as the vape queen. We also have our daddy, concentrate king, my Greg. I love him dearly. We always come to him whenever we have concentrate questions. And the rest of our team really fills in the gaps. We have some people that just do gummies. We have some people that do everything on the menu. So they're the jack of all trades. But dividing and conquering the menu really helped us. You're not going to be able to try it all. It's just impossible. So being
No,
aware
no, definitely.
knowledge, cannabinoid knowledge, that comes in handy quite a bit so you can kind of understand the product without having to try it.
Have you raised a really good point. In these events, you're not there to sell product, but you're really there to create brand awareness, and you're doing it from a position of knowledge, i.e., come to us. We can direct you to what you need to learn about the plant, your curiosity. How have you seen these community events translate to driving traffic back to the store?
Oh my God, it's been awesome. So, perfect example for our Cans and Clams event. I have people that come up to us and they're like, oh, Greenery Spot. Like, I feel like I've seen that somewhere. I feel like I've heard of that somewhere. Like, where is that? And I'll say, oh, we're on 246 Main Street, Johnson City. And they're like, wait a minute, I got a UHS to get treatments. Or I go to this barber shop to get my haircut. Is that near that? I'm like, yeah, we're right there. And they're like, oh my God, I'm there every week. I didn't even know you guys were there. I'm like, well, now when you get a haircut, you can come see us. Or when you go get your morning coffee, you can come see us. So people know where our neighborhood is. They just don't realize that we're in there. So that's already like perfect. They know where to find us. Now they know that we're there. And then there's another niche of people where they're still not aware of what's a sticker shop and what's a legal dispensary. Because we're still kind of working on that in New York State. They're shutting down the sticker shops in the illicit market. So people are getting safe, legal, tested cannabis. That's a big deal for us. Safety consumption, I hold very near and dear to my heart. I know so many people that have been poisoned for bad batches. So
Mhm.
I don't want that to happen to anyone else. So they're always like, "Are you guys real? Are you legal?" I'm like, "Yes, we're real." And then I show them our license number. I show them our ribbon cutting sodas and the chamber being there. And they're like, oh my God, like I didn't know there was a safe place to buy weed. Like I can ditch my dealer, which is ironic because that's literally our tagline: ditch your dealer, shop safe, legal cannabis.
I love that we're at the infancy of the legal industry,
Right?
and there's just so much. There's so much runway to be had.
There is. There is. In addition to
So
cans
much.
and cans, one of the things that we have been able to do for people is like, hey, if you meet us here at this event and you come see us in our store, we'll give you something special. We can't say what the special is, so we'll give you something special just for coming to talk to us, just for being there. And it can be something as simple as like a T-shirt with our Greenery Spot logo on it, to something that the brands might want to give away to customers. So they're always excited to just know like what the surprise is when they come into the store. Sometimes it's even a gift card to one of our local shops. That's a good partnership thing. It's like, hey, come shop with us. Get a $10 gift card for 8-Bit Bite. Get a $10 gift card for Soul City. Your next coffee's on us. We did that during Christmas. Our first 150 customers got a free coffee on us. So doing things like that, we're able
Well,
to
that's
do.
amazing.
Love that. They're like, oh, because free is free. Even if it's not weed related, you still got a free coffee.
Yeah,
It goes with
and
your
then
weight team.
it brings somebody to your partner, and they hopefully get a lifetime client.
Exactly. And then in reverse, like there's so many times our restaurants will have someone come in and be like, they're visiting from somewhere to see family. And they're like, I wish I could get a pre-roll before I go to my in-laws' house. Or I wish I could take a gummy so I could sleep at this hotel. And they're like, the Greenery Spot's right. It's right there. And they're like, what? So the excitement that people have when they find out that we exist, I'm always super happy to witness. When I say it's very, very slim that we receive the negative people. And even when we do have someone that doesn't smoke, we're like, hey, you may not smoke, but I'm sure you know somebody that does. Send them our way. Make sure that one of your friends is getting safe stuff from us. And they're, like, yeah, because my buddy so-and-so is perfect writers and he's really wanting to try those RSO gummies. I'm going to send them to you guys. So he's not getting those painkillers. Like, it's awesome. Like, even if they don't smoke, they know someone that does. So redirecting the traffic that way has been beneficial.
You've alluded to this and how important it is to have knowledgeable staff,
Yeah.
particularly in your position. People are coming to you guys as experts to truly understand the plant. How did you guys tackle that? You've doubled the SKUs in the store. That's a difficult task to
Yeah.
have knowledgeable, staff.
Regular check-ins. Our manager, Greg, is so great. He really makes an effort of reaching out to our brand and saying, hey, if you guys have new products coming in, come to the store, do a vendor pop-up where you can showcase the product. If it's a product where you can provide a demo, like say the brand has a new vape pen, of course, we can't do the vape in store, but we could go outside and say, hey, this is how we're going to do this. Click this into here, press it 3 times. They love the hands-on experience. They love being able to come in, talk to the person that's actually making the product, and they tell them firsthand how it's made, how you can use it, best practices. Like it's awesome. Like imagine if you went to Wegmans and there was just a
Yeah.
pop-up for a new sauce that you had never tried. It would be so awesome to have that. I would buy that sauce. People will buy from who they can see and who feels like a real person. Because quite frankly, it's really sad to even say this. There are a lot of scams in the market, even within the cannabis industry. There are things that we have to protect ourselves against because people are like, oh, this is a new industry. They're not private business. They're just going to sign this contract and we can milk all their money away. And it's like, no, no, no. So people have been, a little sketchy. AI is real, scams are real. So it's nice to meet real people, not just some fake person on the internet telling you to buy their gummy.
Oh my God. For sure. You mentioned your story, and it kind of reminded me of my journey to Stuttgart. About 10 years ago, I went to Stuttgart for work, and I was with a coworker, and I remember spending the entire day trying to find cannabis. It was a nightmare. And and when we found it was hallelujah. But
Oh my
I'm so
God.
happy now that places like the Greenery Spot exists and where tourists can
We're
come in
here.
and, you know, find a safe space.
We're here. We're open every day except for Christmas. I mean, we are literally every single holiday. We are there. If you run out of stuff at the 4th of July cookout, we're there. Run out of stuff at Thanksgiving, we're there. We are open every day. We keep our hours as wide open as possible. We're open 12 hours a day. If for some reason we think that it would be more beneficial to extend our hours for customers, especially during the holiday season, we do. So being available is a big thing. We always say if you have a question on the website, please don't be shy. You can call us. You can definitely call us. We will answer your questions down to our receptionist. We are acknowledged.
What are some collabs that you guys are cooking up, or what are some events that you guys are going to be at in the near
Ooh.
future?
Oh, I wonder if I have the ability to share. Okay, let me think. Oh, you know what? Because it's literally coming up right now. So we mentioned that beer and cannabis are nice little cousins, and we did our partnered event for Cans and Clans, where that's literally marketed for having seafood, beer. So another thing that we've been doing is doing partnerships with events that I mentioned are wellness forward. So we said we wanted to do a yoga retreat. We're going to take it even farther. We're just going to bring it all sports arenas, and that's as most as I can say.
Oh, wow.
We're in yoga. We're going to
You
be doing
really?
more sports partnerships. I can actually give a decent example. We have a local team here in Broome County, and I can't say their names. I know I'll get in trouble. But we have a local team in Broome County where they shop with us frequently. And there's a partnership brewing there where we should be able to say a little more in the future. But you should be seeing us at
Oh, that's amazing.
more locations where sports are a thing. That's a good hint.
Hmm.
Maybe when you set a beer
That
down,
is.
something with us on it. Because I know I can't give everything away. My boss would kill me. But yeah, we have some things brewing.
Mhm.
They're brewing. So you may be seeing us more in the sporting arenas around here.
Are
But
there anything happening during the summer months? Are you guys are there any festivals that are coming in town?
absolutely. So we are doing Cans and Clams every Friday at Airport Inn. And most recently coming up, we will be a part of the Broome County Bike and Car Show. That is this weekend. And I'm so stoked. We actually participated in it last year as well. I was so excited to be invited again because our team had so much fun. I was like, we're getting paid to look at cars. This is great. I'm being paid to look at cars and talk about weed with people. What a beautiful job we have. Very cool. So
I'm
we are doing that. We
I'm
will
yeah.
also be involved again in the Broome County Christmas parade. That was a lot of fun last year. We got our huge truck. We had our Greenery Spot banner. We had our Santa's elves walking around in their green Santa hats and having their signs that say "Shop at the Greenery Spot." And we were handing out candy. And luckily, on the route for the parade, you passed the greenery spot. So as soon as we clocked around the corner, we were pointing, "That's us. We're right here. Come over. We're still open even when the parade is over." People came. We got swarmed that day.
Wow.
But so much fun. We're so excited to do it again. So excited to do it again. Yeah, so much more to come. I'm sure we'll be doing more holiday themed things. We do have a goal of doing some sort of holiday party community event. We are, sounds hilarious, but we are right next door to the police station, which probably sounds a little intimidating for a weed business, but we actually have a great relationship with our police department. They make sure our customers are safe. They make sure they're not being solicited by anyone on the street. Make sure that they're getting to their cars safely. Making sure that we're safe first and foremost. Just because like we're cannabis, so we do carry valuables. It's good that they're there to make sure we're safe, our customers are safe, and then we also give back to our community through them. We do donations for Shop with the Cop every holiday.
It's such a huge, I think it's such a huge blessing to be next to the police station for a legal store.
Super
Huge
safe. Great
blessing.
things to consume, and you're in a safe
Yeah.
environment where you're surrounded by mom and pop businesses. Some businesses that people have loved that have been there
Yeah.
forever. We have a historic landmark in Broome County, which is Tony's Hot Dogs. There's a place that people have been going forever to get breakfast sandwiches and hot dogs right at the corner of our business. Right at the corner.
Krista, this has been such an amazing conversation. Before I let you go, how can our listeners find you and Greenery Spot?
So we can be found at www.greeneryspot.com or simple as greeneryspot.com. Our social media is going to be Greenery Spot JC because we're Greenery Spot in Johnson City. And we publish blogs every week. We publish staff pics every week to keep things interesting. So lots of content to keep you guys engaged and know what's going on in our store. We always have new things, exciting things coming up and just keeping the momentum going. We're so honored to be a part of this community, and we're so honored to be a part of this podcast. This is so cool. Thank you so much for including us. It's
You know,
amazing.
I actually just remembered. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna do rapid fire questions. This is a new segment that we have in the pod.
I love this. Okay. I can do this. I love a rocket fire. All right, let's go.
Okay, first question: are you a daytime or nighttime smoker?
All day.
Flower, edible, or vape?
Wait, what do you
Favorite
mean?
strain?
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream. Why?
It's my high school sweetheart. It's I think they're gonna laugh when they see that because or when they hear me say it because I always say it at work. Blue Dream is my high school sweetheart because it's the first weed that got me high, and she's still my favorite strain to this day. If I have anxiety, she's there. If I need a creativity boost, she's there. Blue Dream is my high school sweetheart forever.
That leads me to my next question. What was your first experience with cannabis? How old were you, and what did you do?
Oh, my parents are not going to like this answer. So, for most of us, ironically, we were in high school. The first time I consumed was when I was 15 or 16. And it was because I had an injury. I danced professionally for 14 years. I've done ballet, tap, modern, theater, anything where you can tap and move around a floor. I've done it. I've danced for 14 years. And I was doing a stunt where I had to throw someone up in the air and then catch them like this. And instead of them landing on the palm of my hand, they landed on my shoulders. And I literally clothespined across the room, like landed on my tailbone, could have danced for 3 weeks. It was awful. And I remember just being completely depressed, thinking like I'm not gonna be able to dance again. I'm not gonna be able to perform like at the same capacity that I used to. Like this sucks. And my friend was like, "Girl, stop it. Just hit this weed." And I was like, "I don't smoke. That's not my thing." She was like, "You need to." She was like, "You are in pain." And I was like, "I know, but like I don't really do that. Like I don't even drink." And she was like, "This isn't like drinking. You're not gonna get hungover. Like, she's like, it's gonna make you feel better." I literally took a hit and literally it was like something clicked. I was like, "Oh, this is how I am supposed to feel. This is awesome." Like, not only did I recover faster, they said I wouldn't be able to dance for 3 to 6 weeks. I was dancing literally in 2 weeks. two
Wow.
weeks. I was like ready to dance like week one, and they're like, "No, like, give it some time, please." So by the end of the second week, I was like doing my physical therapy. By third week, I was like still like kind of like a rusty wheel, but like I was still ready. I was performing. I was learning the routines. And then by the end of the third week, I was back to performing, and it was because of weed. And everyone was like, "Oh, like what made you heal so fast? Like what did you do? Like was it collagen? Was it this?" And I was like, "No, I said yoga, but I just did yoga. It was weed.
Well, now they know.
Weed literally saved me. Like it cured so much inflammation in my body. It cured so much
Mm.
anxiety in my body that I didn't even know existed. And the rest is history. I've been in love with weed ever since. No one can ever tell me it's a bad plant because it took me out of a bad place and kept me in a
So,
creative area that I've always liked to be in.
so with your extensive history, Wilkinson's, since high school, what is your best memory with the plant?
Oh my gosh. My favorite memory. is actually more recent than anything. We had a Halloween party in partnership with one of our brands called Dank. And my favorite memory was my coworker bringing this joint that's literally like the thickness of this cup, just like a huge barrel of a joint, and us going around and smoking it together at a bonfire. Because you had every type of person there. You had brands smoking a joint together and sharing their stories. You had everyday people there that are just fans, like sharing their stories about cannabis. You have all dispensary owners from across the state sitting at a bonfire. Everyone from all walks of life, from industry to everyday people, sharing their love for cannabis. And literally, it made me so emotional. I was like, oh my God, like this is such a big deal. Like this is so much bigger than the industry. It's the fact that this is everyone's dream come true just for cannabis to be legal in general. So that is definitely a memory that sticks with me. A very close contender that sticks with me is we had a customer that was undergoing radiation and chemotherapy. It was not working for her. She was having such a hard time getting her levels to where they needed to be. And we introduced her to RSO, which actually started as a cancer treatment for individuals. And it helps with cell regeneration, helps with inflammation in the body. It literally is like the holy grail for any sort of pain or inflammation you can experience in life. You can use it from cancer treatments all the way down to like a migraine. It's so versatile. So we introduced that product to her, and literally within a 3-month span, her levels went from up here to down here. And her doctor was like, what are you doing? Like, what is your diet? Is it something you're eating? She's like, RSO. And when she came in and told us this, we all started crying because this is one of our regulars that we have since day one. We don't want to see her go. We don't want to see her go. We want to see her be in good health. So the fact that we were able to help her just from product knowledge and a recommendation was it was a very moving experience for all of us, truly. Like, and she still chats with us to this day. That's my girl. I hope she doesn't talk about her when I'm telling the story of this
That's
podcast.
amazing.
We love you, girl. So happy that you shop with us. But yeah, we love hearing the stories of how whatever we recommended helped somebody. Like you guys recommended this CBG THC gummy for me, and now I don't have to take my Adderall anymore, and I have way more focus. I don't feel bogged down. Or you guys recommended this CBN gummy for me. Now I'm getting the best sleep of my life instead of taking melatonin and feeling groggy the next day. Now I actually have energy to keep up with my kids. Like we hear all these stories, and the stories are like the highlight for me. See what I did there? Well, little cannabis pun, but yes, the stories, the success stories of our customers are always the highlight for me. I love hearing that whatever we gave them worked. That makes my day completely. We just want to help. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help people. We're not here to sell drugs. We're here to help people. We're community people.
That's amazing. Thank you, Krista. Thank you so much for joining the pod. You shared so many good tips that I think our audience can learn from.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks for coming on.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I am so flattered, honored to be included. This is something that's been on our marketing vision board since day one. So this is cool. I should have mentioned that earlier. Podcast is also on our list. So thank you for making that happen. This is a major goal for us.
Well, I'm sure with a background like that, you're gonna start your own one day and let us know, and we can promote
It
it.
has been. It's been something people have asked, like, when do we get a Greenery Spot pod? I'm like, give us some time. Maybe that'll be year 3. Maybe that'll be the big goal. Yeah, but this is amazing. This is definitely a good point for that. Thank you so much, Tommy. This is amazing. I could do this all day.
Well, we have to have you back, and
Please. Love it.
guys, find Greenery Spot online. They're in Johnson City. Find them if you're there. And thanks, Krista. Talk soon.
Talk to you soon. Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks for listening to the KayaCast podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast in your favorite podcast app or visit our website to access the full archive of episodes from the show.